Good morning, boys and girls. We are in the middle of a book called Julian's Glorious Summer, and we're on chapter 6. I had a student send me an email, thank you for that, who was saying they really wished they could see the pond better because I was trying to show it, which was great, but all the bars are in the way from my balcony railing. And I get that. So I did try and make some adjustments. I finally figured out a way. It's a little bit tricky. So if sometime I move the computer a little bit, like the box that it's on might make it move. And hopefully that won't happen, but just in case. A couple things have happened since the last time I did some taping. First of all, it rained yesterday, so we have a lot of birds who are coming down to the grass. So I'm trying to show a little more of the grass, who are looking for worms while the ground is soft. I've also seen a little bunny, a brown bunny, hopping around out here, so hopefully he'll come back in the screen. I kind of scared him when he saw me come out here. So hopefully if I'm quiet, he'll come out. You might also see I have a black squirrel that's been running around kind of over by the edge of the trees where the trees meet and the bushes meet the pond, kind of over next to my head in the screen. So you can watch over there for him. Same kind of area, but in the water, right where those little bushes meet the water, I have a muskrat who lives in those kind of in those bushes over there. And sometimes you'll see him come out either in the early morning, which it is now, or the evening, and he'll swim around looking for what the little bugs and things that he eats in the water. A muskrat looks a little bit like a beaver or a groundhog. Looks a little bit like that. So he's brown and he kind of looks like a big guinea pig if you've ever seen one of those. And he swims around in the water. You might not see him well if he's in the water, but you'll see like the waves coming behind him. Um, and I've also had some ducks out here. And one thing that is not out yet, but I'm hoping it will come back, I have a heron. One day coming up soon, probably not next week, but maybe the week after, I'm going to do a little lesson about all the animals I see by my pond. And I'll be able to tell you how I know what all of these are. We're going to look at a nonfiction book I use while I'm out here. So that's just a little update. So hopefully some animals will come around and you'll be able to um, see them while I read. So we are on Julian's Glorious Summer, Chapter 6, and that's called The Beginning of Happiness. It says Julian. Oh, we were just at a part where Julian decided he would take the rocks out from under Huey's mattress because Huey had been really, really nice and helped him weed the whole garden. Gloria told him to do it, but he still was a great brother and did that. So Julian is trying to be nice to him. So this is called The Beginning of Happiness. Julian, my mother said. Julian, she shouted. My head jerked up. My eyes jumped open like electric eye doors. Julian, my mother said, if you nod one more time, your chin's going to make a crash landing in your creamed corn. Julian is tired, Huey said. I was amazed. Huey sounded like he cared. He wasn't sounding like a brother. He was sounding like a friend. If you can't eat any more, my mother said, a nice hot bath might relax your muscles. Okay, I said. It sounded wonderful. It sounded like the next best thing to a year in the hospital. I'll put lots of bubbles in the water and I'll get you a nice big clean towel, my mother said. You just wait till the water's ready. I listened to the sound of running water into the tub. Then I Then I ached out of my chair and pained my way to the bathroom. Remember, his whole body hurts because he weeded all day long in the garden. The bathroom was steamy and full of clouds. My mother helped me out of my shirt the way she used to when I was little. When I got into the tub, she scrubbed my back for me with a washcloth. It felt very good. So his mom is even being really nice to him. Hopefully, let's see, we can get it so you can see the picture. It's nice when moms help you like that, isn't it? Dad told me he's sorry you're not getting time to learn to ride Gloria's bike, my mom said. That's okay, I said. Of course I want to learn, but it can wait. Also, my mom said, Dad's very proud of you. He likes the way you stick to what you say you'll do and the way you work hard. He said you did a very good job with everything. He did? He is? Really? I said. I started to feel very happy and proud about all the work I was doing. But then I remembered how sore I was. I remembered I didn't feel good. I felt bad. Dad is pushing me too hard, I said. He's making me suffer. I hope my mother would say, I'll get him to let up on you. I'll get him to give you less work. But she didn't. She just rubbed my neck with the washcloth some more and smiled. Sometimes, she said, suffering is the beginning of happiness. She helped me out of the bathtub and helped me dry off. When I had my PJs on, she walked upstairs with me and tucked me in bed, the way she did when I was little. I wiggled my toes. They ached. Suffering isn't happiness, I said. Suffering is the opposite of happiness. Yes, my mom said, but sometimes we all have to suffer a little to do the things that are worth doing, to do the things that really make us happy. Things like earning money, I said. Yes, or simple things like telling the truth, my mother said. For example, I wonder what you truly think about bicycles. Usually I wouldn't have told, but I was very tired. If things kept on the way they were, I thought I'd be the first boy ever to be declared a national disaster. You really want to know? I asked. Yes. You won't tell anybody, not even Dad? I won't tell anybody, not even Dad. The truth is, well, the truth is I don't like them. I thought you didn't like them, my mom said very softly. I looked at her face. She didn't seem to have a bad opinion of me for not liking bicycles. It did feel good to tell the truth. Once I began to tell the truth, it seemed like it almost had a taste, like some really delicious food to chew on, that I wanted to have more and more of in my mouth. I hate bicycles, I said. I hate the tubes, the tires, the wheels, the spokes, the pedals, the chain, the fenders, the handlebars, the reflectors, and the lights. And that's just the beginning, I said. Here's Julian talking to his mom as she gets him ready for bed. What's the rest? My mother said. The rest is mostly I hate the idea of falling. You might not fall, my mother said. Then again, I might, I said. That would be suffering. Mm-hmm, my mom said. She smiled again. Then she leaned down and put her arms around me and gave me a big hug. So big it hurt. But it felt good all the same. And that's the end of chapter 6. Chapter 7 is called I Get My Just Reward. So we're going to stop there.